Okay, let's see. Hello. Hello. I was thinking of reviewing the silent threat. Oh, weer mag terug. Oh, wow, zeg je nog terug? Oh, nice zeg. Daar geht er nice zeg op YouTube sent. Invite others. I'm the mic do. Invite others to message. I'm saying, hat das zeg. Salamusho. Lass mal sagen. Okay, so was geschieht du jetzt? I guess ich darf es unnehmen, nein? Ich will abusen, abusen. Was muss ich abusen? I want to review this, okay? Okay, whatever. I guess we can sich messagen. She YouTube hat eine neue Sache, we can sich messagen auf YouTube. Sag ich jetzt. I'm schon gehabt, dass Sache, I guess it's coming back.
If you would ask me, what are the most phone calls I'm getting in my... If you would ask me, what are the most phone calls I'm getting in my office? The answer is about cheating.
Oh.
Meaning, it starts like the phone call is going like this. Hello, Rabbi Friedman, yes. How are you doing? Fine. Is everything confidential? I know.
Ah, was out more as man geht übersuchen wegen der cheating. Okay.
By the way, okay. So my answer will be to him, not only everything is confidential, I almost sure what do you want to ask?
Weiß schon, das ist der einzigste Call, was bekommt, is the cheating of the diet. Water.
Whatever you're going to ask, you're not the first one asking this question, and not the last one. And be comfortable. And I have a compliment for you. The fact that you...
And be comfortable. I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Call me about it. It's already a sign that you're ready to work.
Rabbi Elimelech Friedman grew up in the Satmar community of Williamsburg and has been living
Oh, this. Okay, water.
here for the past 50 plus years and accidentally became a teacher and guide to thousands of people.
Accidentally? Okay, what does it mean? Maar wat is met Jim's voice?
People started to reach out to him about their marital issues. Through counseling hundreds of individuals and couples, Rabbi Friedman has become extremely attuned to what causes disconnect between husband and wife and how to repair fractured marriages. He shares some serious relationship wisdom that you might be shocked with. This episode...
Zoek doe einmal schon record the episode. Weil look wo the episode gaat aan. So this is noch artikel. Okay, go ahead.
Is in loving memory of Shimon David ben Yaakov Shlema and Miriam Sarah Bas Yaakov Moshe. And thank you to this week's sponsors, Kol Chabad, Will Solis.
I think it was appreciated. Did I share? I did.
Bitbean, Tesla raffle, and the wonderful 12
Raffles, Chabad, Leilanish, alles. This, okay, go ahead.
don'ts. Real quick, before we jump in, we noticed that 85% of our listeners are not yet subscribed. It's literally free, and I promise you this.
Whoa, 85% listeners are not subscribed? So eins darf ich dir sagen. If you are a listener to Shimon's Voice and you're not subscribed,
will get the best content first and foremost, and it would mean the world to us. So please subscribe. Thank you very much. Now, on to the show.
the best content when ich the best content.
Here we go. Rabbi Elimelech Friedman, first off, where did you grow up and where do you live now?
Go ahead.
First of all, Shalom Aleichem.
Aleichem
Thank you for
shalom.
having me.
Sure.
I grew up in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York.
And that's where you live.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Koidem Ari Samad. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate it. It's a number one. Number two, is okay.
With where I live for the last more than 50 years.
Wow.
Baruch Hashem.
Okay, Baruch Hashem. So there's a lot to discuss here, and I want you to, for the few people who don't know who you are, could you explain what you've been up to for the past bunch of years?
So I'm going to make it quick.
Yo.
So I started up as being a teacher. I'm a lamed for right away, after, like 2 years after my marriage. I was a successful malamed for 8 years. Then I was a principal for 3.5 years. So it was like about 10, 11 years in chinuch and education. Then I have many years that I was selling life insurance.
Okay, I'm in it, Nord. Einrege. Cameraman net. Ja, I got a career. Einrege. So andere Sache. Aha. Okay, warte. So, 1 second. So, willst du watch my live? So, YouTube hat eine neue Sache. So, hast du Chat. So, die ist geöffnet der Link. I just want to know, wie der Algorithm geht gehen. Die ist geöffnet der Link, was ist auf meinem Status. Und so hat er gebringt, sie der Live, oder so hat er gebringt, sie a certain Chat between me. Hab ich gesagt? Weil euch ja, meint sie sogar, any Chat, any Link, wo die machst auf von YouTube, geist da reingehen in the personal chat, nicht a personal chat, but die geist bekommen hello Surely, geist bekommen also wie like, die kannst messagen mit dem private, weil die ist doch geöffnet gehabt, und nur dann ich schicke ihm für einen den Link. Geht es werden, als einer die geschickt private Link. Es geht werden als der eigene Chat. Weiß ich habe es so lieb. Okay, I see it. Okay. To a chat. So, 1 second. Neigerig. Lass mal sagen, ich nehme jetzt darauf the status, right? Okay, so I'm sending now just the live, right? I just want to know what I'm getting though. So I'm sharing the live. I just did again. Let's see. I don't know. Okay.
And I was one of the top there too.
Oh, wow.
But I left.
Shouldn't.
And then from there, I went into
Hello.
Giving Shirim and Dafayomi. First I started giving Shivas for a Sapmer hotline. Then from the Sapmer hotline, I went to Dafayomi. So
I had schon eine lange Weg. Hat schon eine lange Weg. Nee.
From there, people start to reach out to me because they're listening every day to me and they're getting like connected, trust me, based on how we're doing the Shia. And they feel comfortable to reach out about their private problems. And I guess they were happy with the answers. Because they were calling again, it was repeatable. So I got a feeling and the passion that I can help people with their marriage, parenting. But at the end...
So, kommt schon von einer langen Platz. Okay, kommt schon von einer langen Platz. Ich bin am Lammet, Satmer, ja. Life Insurance, die gesagt. Und hat vorgelernt in einer Hotline, whatever. Und nachdem ist gegangen gelernt auf Ayomi, was ist es sehr starken Drei. But okay.
Focusing more on the marriage idea. And as I say, the rest is history.
Okay, so let's dive into that. What were the challenges and problems that people were first coming to you with?
In marriage?
Yeah.
The problems that people are coming usually it's interesting you're asking because in the beginning I was
Wow, thank you, Hershey Breyer. Appreciate it.
Like I was talking a lot to I forgot to tell you, my audience is based on, I have a status, which I call Simcha Sabayas status. The name of my company is Simcha Sabayas. The name of my website is simchasabayas.com. So I started out with a status, which I start to post tips.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it. I do, I really do.
Ideas, short messages, conversations about marriage. As of today, we have more than 10,000 followers there.
Ooh, daily? Mensen was kicking dich daily? YouTube het zuverrechen? Okay.
Baruch Hashem, it's very good. And people start to come to me, and I was asking them, do me a favor, don't wait for 911. Come when there's 311. In New York, we have a 311 call. But I stopped because people are not coming with 311. People are coming with 911 because they think nobody has an idea how a marriage should look like. Like they only know their marriage. They can't. It's a private subject. They can't ask like, how is your marriage? How is my marriage? Like based on yours, mine is 911. It doesn't exist. So you have your own imagination how your marriage should look like. But there's a point when people feel stuck. There's some points that you can't tell in public. Where there's a point that I guess you get it. Like when the man feel okay, I already went over the line.
Hello.
And then most of the time the ladies will call, not the man, that they're not getting along, or they feel cheated, miscommunication. Sometimes even children will call and make appointment for the parents because the parents are.
Sehr starke, powerful Sache. Als the kind, imagine ich call, man tat, whatever, das will gewinnt, they say, Fras, die guys calling wegen mir, no. No, it shouldn't trigger.
You know, it's not in a good matzef, good situation if the children are calling for their parents.
No, this is not so common and often, but it happens. But most appointments.
Meistens die Kinder. Meistens Kinder wegen, like, a gassen got the kind. You're a big fan of me.
That I have, it's sometimes from one day to the other. You got to take me. It's like I feel it's on the edge of divorce.
Okay, this is jeder einer, weil jeder einer will help. Like, ich will jetzt, ich will see the voice teacher auch. Like, ich kann mich jetzt herannehmen, ich will schon fixen mein voice. Nicht, dass wird gefixt so schnell. Aber okay.
Personally be very scared to deal with that because the stakes are so high. If someone's calling saying we're very close to getting divorced, could you help us? Because then the responsibility, or a lot of it, is on you.
Responsibility in which term you mean responsibility?
Meaning if you're not successful in helping them, it could result in it just turning into, you know, World War III or just like.
Yes, but this should be the problem year one of the business. But now I don't have the problem. I actually yesterday, a guy called me from Eretz Yisrael. Not call me, WhatsApp me, because he has my WhatsApp, right, from status. That he comes somehow his wife kind of looked on his phone and find him doing stuff that he shouldn't do. And it's not the first time. Not the first time. She left the house. They have a big family. I'm not going to mention how much. Let's be confidential. He was lost.
Dat redden meer klures.
He's trying to text and WhatsApp her. Nothing. There's no response. You know, where the blue lines are going up, that she watched them, like she read the text, the message, and there's no response. This is when I came in the picture. So how do you handle this?
I don't know. I'm very curious. How do you? What's the steps to take care of that?
Here's what I did. And by the way, just not to keep they're back. As we speak, they're back. But let me tell you how interesting it is. So this Shabbos,
they're back together.
The last Shabbos, I bumped into another marriage counselor, and we spoke about the cheating problem that exists in the Hamish community. It's a lot going on behind the scenes. And we spoke about something very interesting, that one of the major problems is that for a female, if she has, let's not talk about intimacy, but if she has like intimate conversations, okay, with a man, and it's getting closer and closer
with
to where it shouldn't get.
With other people, andere, okay, nee.
For her, it means that she's getting emotional attached to the person she's talking to.
Right.
Why? Because a female will never, ever have intimate conversation with someone that she is not emotionally attached to. She's not going to talk to a stranger about intimacy. Not comfortable with. So talking about intimacy or this kind of conversations it's a sign of an emotional attachment versus a male, which works with the eyes, not with the ears. You know, this is where one of the differences. She has to listen. She wants to listen to the compliment. She wants to listen that you care about her. She's not about going with the eye. What you see is the man is about the tava. This, like he's
Men are more surface, and they.
What do you see? What do you see? It's
not really
Yeah, surface. All right, go ahead.
about.
Yes, what do you see? So for them, it's not. For them, it's not an emotional attachment. Not an emotional attachment. There are men that can be really having a good marriage, being well connected with their wives, and still looking here and there. Okay, but for a female, when she is getting the idea, or she starts to suspect her husband that he is doing something taboo,
Not good.
for her, it's a sign that he is emotionally attached to this other
Lady.
person. Why? Because in her brain, in her female brain, intimacy is a sign of emotional attachment. Because she's never going to talk about intimacy to someone that she's not emotionally attached. So she suspects that her husband is now emotionally attached to someone else,
Aha.
not only to her.
So du kommt
doesn't-
heran und sagt, von der Wab, es ist nicht so, weil ein Mann ist etwas anderes.
Exists in her dictionary that one person can be emotionally attached to and feel the same closeness on the same level. And a stacker doesn't, whatever. Now, what I did was I just went, I asked the husband, just give me the wife's WhatsApp, and I sent her in Hebrew. I translated because I don't know Hebrew, but I translated with AI, and I said for AI what I want to talk to her, and all I told her was, you're right. I validate your pain. I can imagine.
Aber jetzt hat die, aha, und so wusste trachten muss sein Wab, wenn callt the andere Wab, sagen, wo sie fixen the problem. I guess hat dich schon ausgelernt.
Your pain. But let me explain you, and let me try to change your perspective, because you can only see from a female perspective. You're not a male. You're not going to be a male. You can listen to me and trust me that I'm going to give you the male version when it comes to intimacy, and maybe try to look from a different angle. And she did. And she sent me a nice thank you for explaining me. Now, there's a lot of work to do there.
Sure.
It's not the end, but it was a good start, and we got it in the right time. It would usually go more like for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then the ego comes into play. You know what? You know why? Because it's not sometimes when you have a conversation about, like I say, like a good example, the husband comes home, the wife says, we got to paint. We didn't paint for a long time. And he goes like, no, we just paint. No, 3 years, not 2 years, 4 years. Bum, 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 them. Bim. What was going on here? Is this a conversation we need to paint or we don't need to paint? Is this the conversation? How long ago we paint? No. She wants to paint because she wants a nice house, right? When he comes home, she wants to paint. Only here is right away, his brain is in the bank account. Checking out, can we pay it? Now he says, we don't have to paint. It's not about we don't have to paint or how long to paint. It's about the money. It's about the money. But he's not going to, he's like, the last thing he's going to do, he's going to lose respect, right? Okay, you don't have the money to paint?
En van de vrouw is ook. De vrouw is ook dat gevoel dat ze willen maar shine house. So the idea as komt het terug wegen de bankaccount, en wenn dem sagt, nein, darf ich painten? Und sie sagt, ja, sie will auch es machen, geht painten, sie gefühl, sie will es oben, es geht etwas geschehen jetzt, es geht dann shine house. Okay.
So it's not a fight now about do we have to paint or we don't have to paint. It's what's behind this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about ego. Meaning ego means like, if I'm gonna have to say for my wife that I don't have money to paint, I'm losing respect. I'm losing my ego. I can't. This is something I don't want to lose. So this is just a sign that so many conversations are going on between a husband and wife, which is really the topic that they're talking about. It's not really what's bothering them.
Mm.
And sometimes my job is when someone comes in front of me and they have conversation. I just have it yesterday. She has anxiety. He feels dizzy. Okay? He comes home. Young couple. He comes home. Please, can you bathe the children? Always me. Why can you do that? And it's going on and on. And she complained that she has pressure when he comes home. So, and he says, what can I do? But she's always dizzy. And she's always, so I live in the Kimchaim. Like, who is right? Who is wrong? So I was like thinking to myself what's going on here. And then I told him something very profound. But let me tell you something. He is a male. A male can be or a somebody or a nobody. There's no in between. He is fighting to be a somebody. He doesn't be a nobody. What is his proof that he's a somebody? That he's doing a good job. he feels that when you are dizzy and you're asking him to do things that you feel that he's a part of the problem, that you are dizzy because you're stressful while he comes home or whatever the reason is. So when you ask him to bathe the kids, he hears something else. Not about bathing the kids. He will bathe the kids.
Also hier bin ich
It's more
genick.
about you're not doing your job. It's not about something is wrong with you.
Aha.
Meaning he feels that she's in quotes attacking him and saying he's not good enough. That's what the
Right.
guy is hearing.
Yeah, because this is the reason why she's dizzy.
Mhm.
And she always getting dizzy when he comes home. So I'm the problem here for you. So in other words, I'm the nobody. So if I'm the nobody, I gotta do everything to fight this. It's not even himself. It's a subconscious work playing for him, doing it for him.
Do you feel that knowing the differences of how men and women think is half the battle of
Yes.
just Mhm.
If people would know that, it's gonna be very helpful. The problem is that when you are in the battle, then you don't realize that.
right?
Aber
When you're
das-
outside, you're looking for something.
Aber das, weil bist du in der harte Arbeit in dich, verstehst? Weiter.
Else, something is different. And sometimes I will say for a couple, like next time when you have an argument, just pause, and do it the next day. Like make an appointment. 7 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna go out. We're gonna have a walk, and we're gonna talk. We discuss this. The ego is not there anymore. The heat is not there anymore. You're not talking about feelings, emotions. You're talking about the topic. You're not talking about the
De echte paint in de
different
hoos.
things coming into the picture. But let's go back to the cheating problem.
Sure.
Because
Oh.
of it is going on a lot in our community. You're not talking too much about it. And it's one of the main problems that's leading to a divorce.
Well, first, could you define it in obviously the kosher way? What do you mean when you say cheating?
Okay, that's a good question. Let me say what cheating is not, and then I'm going to tell you what cheating is. Cheating is not only, put it this way, cheating is not only when you're actually doing something physical, like going somewhere or watching some really bad stuff. This is where people, when people hear the word cheating, right away they're going there. There's something called intimacy. What is intimacy? Let's start there. Intimacy is something that Hashem created, a certain closeness between a husband and wife. And when they're really close to each other, they want to figure out each other themselves. Meaning, let me jump back a little. The other day I met a designer, a top designer. He's a designer. He designs beautiful houses. And I asked him, don't you have a problem walking in any house that you didn't design? And you start, like, things are going in your head. You would do this way, you would design it that way. Like, how can you walk on the street with this? So he asked me back. He asked me, you are a people's person, right? People come in front of you, you try to figure them out. You try to learn the body language. You try to learn about them.
Neefisch.
Don't you have a problem going on the street, seeing people that you want to, like, understand them?
Anders.
It's the same problem. That's no, because when I'm in my office, and I'm doing this for business, for Panusa, and to help people, have a passion to help people. When I'm on the street, So he said the same as with me. When I am in my office, I have Jewish, non-Jewish, I try to put myself in their situation, in their shoes. But when I'm on the street, no. So I thought, you know what? Came up my mind right now. This is husband to wife. If a husband comes home and he really wants to know his wife, the wife wants to figure out my husband. Who is my husband? Who is my wife? What bothers him? What makes him happy? What is the things that triggers him? Well, I want to know more about him. And sometimes, like, a lot of husbands will say, can't figure out my wife. Every day she's changing. She's getting older. What? That's a good opportunity. Now figure it out again. If you stop figuring it out, so what is intimacy? They say intimacy is intimacy, you know, like, what is intimacy is the closest possible feeling to each other. How do you get there? The more the curiosity about my partner, sitting down and having a 20-minute conversation, not about the children, not about the business, not about technical stuff, not about the politics, not about the chasidus, not about anything, about us, about me. This is how I feel today. I feel when this is happening. This is how I feel when I make money, when I don't make money. How do you feel when things are going wrong? How do you feel? And sometimes both of them didn't have a chance to figure it out themselves till this minute. So they both figured out themselves together, which is do it. You're gonna see how close you're getting to your spouse. This is what brings closeness. It brings
agree.
safe and secured. The other person feels I have somebody in my life really interesting in me, cares about me, wants to know more
for
about
the first time. Ik geer hem oos. Het is interessant. Ik geer hem oos.
me. So if I feel safe being close to this person, let me get closer. Because the closer I am, the safer I am. So this is where it ends up the physical and more that we can go on in.
It's very in line because I know in the Torah, in the Chumash, when it's talking about Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve, the way it says that they were intimate is saying that there was das, that they got to know each other,
Right.
which is,
Yes.
and,
right.
and he knew his wife, and then they had children, which is exactly what you're saying, of just knowing each other. That's the ultimate way to really be
Yes.
intimate.
I'm just going to add, what is the difference between Chochmah and Das? Das is going in deeper. Chochmah is more like
Surface.
So you just match what you just say. The deeper you're going, this is when it's called Das, and this is what brings actually chibur. Das is chibur, like being together.
Attachment. We'll be right back to this week's episode with Rabbi Friedman. But first, if you donate to poor in Israel or anywhere else for that matter, do you know that the first call going to help people, municipalities through whatever.org in Israel? Thank you. Goes 12th annual, test your choice, or if you prefer, the been there for it. Here is a monster. Rivian, Lucid, 10th annual, beloved, time help people in crisis. They help gone. So your odds way better than most raffles. Baffle.com and sell and win.
The higher you're climbing, and then you're getting to climax where you end up with physical, right? But none of the steps are allowed to have with any other than your spouse. If you're walking on these steps, on this step with someone else, meaning you're getting a certain kind of intimacy feeling with the other person other than your spouse, two things is going to happen. First of all, you feel good. You feel good. You feel a pleasure. You feel something. Something is going on in you. Okay, this is something you feel. You can deny it. You can avoid it. It's something happening. It's nature. You can't do anything. But here's the real message. People think that they can get away with that.
I know, right?
Yeah, nobody knows about it. It's only me, and that's it. Hashem is good. I'm gonna figure it out with him. I'm gonna make slachluni. Okay, that's why we have al chait. Don't worry about it. Okay, but udam lamukim, you're okay. You're doing fine. But here's the scary part. The scary part is that the other person that you're supposed to have intimacy with is getting the message. She or he will feel that I have somebody else providing the intimate feeling that I should provide, and the partner is getting a little bit of that for someone else. Now, how is this going over? Because between two people that are close, there's two types of conversations. There is a verbal conversation that I'm hearing right now with you, and there's a brain-to-brain conversation. Meaning, when I came in here, okay, I guess you have like a feeling about me, like, okay, it's the first time we met, right? We've spoken on the phone, but the first time we met in person, right? You have some kind of feeling, like I didn't even start talking to you. So how do you get this feeling? You know body language? You learn body language?
No, I never know.
But your mind knows. Your subconscious mind will figure out. That's why the reason you have to be dressed normal. The Gemara says that it's called machabdisa. It's make you be respectful. Why? Because people are different when you see someone. Why? It's not a verbal conversation going on here. It's a brain-to-brain conversation. And what is the brain-to-brain conversation between a husband and wife? Besides the verbal conversation, they have a feeling exactly how close they feel to each other. You can't control that. You can work on it. You can make it better. But there's a natural conversation going on there. And if you're doing something that you shouldn't do, your body language, your whole existence will tell the story that you don't want you should be told. So, number one, cheating is not only whatever it is. Cheating is, let's give you an example.
Yeah.
Having a text, a WhatsApp conversation, or a text with a different gender that you shouldn't have. It's not about business. It starts with a smiley or with a love sign, emojis.
Hi,
both of you are getting the feeling that it went from just business to a little fun. Okay, what's the big deal? Little fun.
Gefährlich. Ik hier mijn macht in de face. Bewensigheidchen,
But the more you're going in this direction, you're getting a better feeling. What is pushing you, sending this message? It's the good feeling you're getting. What is this good feeling? Why is that you're talking to the same gender? There's a simple message.
Shitty? City. Oh, shit. Is it a bit shitty? Oh, it was good. It was very nice.
It's just a text, or even ignoring, or just a sticker. And the opposite gender, you will be very nice. And we can avoid it. Like you always say, why do you
alle
put
Sachen, was zoekt, is alles hem. Ich meine, ich bin kein Expert. But, man sagt jetzt, verwusst, sucht nicht, verwusst, ein Mensch zieht es zu dem, ja? Ich suche, verwusst, ein Mensch zieht es zu dem, ist, because ein Mensch macht sich ein Picture in seinem Kopf, und tut etwas, gerade zu matchen, der Picture. So a weg von, I'm going to do something, so something is going to happen now. I'm going to feel something, so something is going, like, ich mach a picture, jetzt I'm going to do something, so something is matching, so a Dimian sag, it's an illusion. Because me kim tun, sieht man dat nicht das gewollt, nicht das gedacht, gemeint etwas anderes, es nur das gewollt etwas do. So sucht la Masse dich. Also man geht a Text, man geht schon dos, hype sich schon dos. Und wenn es geht schon weiter, und das meint, es ist nicht das cheating, Jens is cheating, but okay.
Females for secretaries.
Oh.
If you want to try to get an appointment to someone, send a male to ask them and send a female. Who's going to be more successful?
Mm-hmm.
I know that. Why? Because the opposite gender wants to talk and have a conversation. So if they want to have the conversation, they have a good feeling while they have the conversation is going. Ask you for an appointment, most probably she will get it. No, I wouldn't call this cheating. That's not cheating. But that's just a sign that there is something going on when opposite genders are talking. Now it depends what are they talking about, what is the goal of having the conversation. But that's for sure that...
How do I know how the illusion works? I don't know. I'm just telling you. Das ist jeder weiter so, ja? Aber ein Mensch kickt da Frau auf den Gas, weil redt sich an, dann geht jetzt kicken, geht etwas matchen, der Gefühl, was hat in seinem Kopf. Das ist nicht keine ämmerste Sache. Hast doch kein Mensch gemerkt, die Frau, gehst jetzt wegfuhren, die weiß davon nicht, wer sie ist. Aber die Vorstärke, die gehst da kick, because, die kannst doch wegkicken, ja, tun nicht kicken, whatever. So die kicks, weil die willst jetzt, wenn ich jetzt hinkicken, match ich mal das, wie soll ich bin schon mit dir, und rein mit dir, es ist also, you want to match your image, beschans die Tistes. Das ist der Gefühl, wo ein Mensch geht dahin. Right? Ich heule sag.
This is something that your body is getting a good feeling about and absorbing, and when it's getting to a certain level, it's called cheating. Why? Because this is something Hashem gave you.
Eine Frage, was meint cheating?
It's a certain...
Cheating meint, als wenn die das hier einsagt und die cheats daraus. Dann musst du mit foot of the shoulders, es ist cheating. Diet, es ist cheating. Anything else weiß ich nicht.
Closeness, a certain feeling, you should only get with your spouse. This is why intimacy was created bichlal. Why Hashem did something like intimacy. Why he created something like that? Because it's meant to be for where it has to, like, this is where you have to go. I can tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you would ask me, what are the most phone calls I'm getting in my office, or people getting in my office?
It's cheating.
The answer is about cheating. Meaning, it starts like the phone call is going like this. Hello, Rabbi Friedman, yes. How are you doing? Fine. Is everything confidential?
Ich weiß nicht, heißt Friedman. Ja, so sagt jetzt, Friedman.
I know right away, okay. So my answer will be to him,
ja.
not only everything...
So the confidential is gehen, so wie, like, kauft mehr in Grocery, sie will Dinge an einer teurere Modelcar. Schon gewiss, schon gegangen dort.
Confidential.
Auch het wel een mail guy that.
I'm almost sure what you want to ask. Whatever you're going to ask, you're not the first one asking this question.
You're not the
last one. And be comfortable. And I have a compliment for you. The fact that you call me about it, it's already a sign that you're ready to work. And it's nice of you. You're doing the right thing. And then he's open up. Because he feels that I'm not here to judge him.
Right.
I'm not here to understand him. And it's not about yuchit. They say, Tzulis Rabben, Chutz in the Chumma.
It's hard to know. Do you think that these problems and challenges have been going on in the Hasidic community or just communities at large?
No, he's not. He's not. Look, jeder geht sich mit zweite Ideas von was this geschieht, was jens geschieht. The fact is, das ist the number one, right? So something is going on, right? So, ich feel a ganzen Zeit, der Weg, wie man darf handeln, a Problem, nicht auf Gedeis, ist beglaub, wieso kommt es sie? Was ist es also? Was ist Jüdischkeit geworden also? Die alle Sachen sind sehr scheine teures. Das ist schon der Outcome von trachten von doing certain things. That's why the idea is happening. Now, I became geschehen, in some of the whole human beings, but was is the number one, is etwas hat dann klar ist, es etwas hat man du getan wrong. Ich weiß nicht. Also ich weiß nicht, wie wrong meint, aber gefahren der verkehrte Weg von Evergreen, wenn sie gemacht haben, mein Weg, wie sie das wurden. Es kann sein, wrong meint etwas anderes. But etwas wrong hat man getan. Das ist so.
100 years ago, is this more of a this time thing, or are we just more open to addressing it?
This is a great question. They definitely, the Yatzara wasn't born today.
Right.
That's it.
His date of birth is, you know when his date of birth is? Okay. There was always things going on. There was always good people and bad people. It was just, they did it differently. we read stories that they used to go to the rabbis or the Rebbe, or they used to go to business, to Leipzig. Yes, they left the house for 3 months. Nobody knows what's going on between. Like there's no
Yeah,
cameras,
kind of
there's
right.
nothing.
No
Sure,
internet.
like again, that the Yatzar was always in process. Like was
Und jetzt weiß man auf nicht jetzt, auf dort ist Sach ärger wie jetzt. Also nicht gehen der erste Sach, es nur gewesen der Sach.
was his job. So if the question is if it existed, yes. I think what's the difference between now and 100 years ago is the marriages.
Mehr access, mehr geringer, sie... Okay, ich noch weiter so seine Opinion, es ist mehr geringer to... Like, wenn ein Mensch kommt, ja, und scrollt auf sein Phone, right? Is because feels kann es jetzt sehen, right? So you scroll, and it's not about cheating, anything, but I'm just saying anything, right? Scrolled because he needs to make the movement, right? Life is all about movement, but he needs to create the movement. So he's going, en maar. So dezelfde zaak is deze. When einer will something about cheating, meaning a phone of the shoulder, is the same thing. I got it seen, so something is gonna, I can jetzt. So, ich can. Okay, tracht eraan.
We're stronger. Life was life. Like people ask me, what is the difference between now and then? And I would respond, tell me what is similar. And then we can talk about what is different. Life was about just being yourself, being actually normal and natural. Let me just explain you with a little, let's call it a joke, okay? 2 people are meeting on the street.
Moest liegen
How was it? How are you doing? Fine. Nice meeting you. Likewise. Right? Nice meeting you. Likewise. He's not so excited to meet him. He's not so, the likewise is not a likewise. It's not, but it's, and everybody knows that. But it's okay. The other day I was in a group of people. It was a guy came from Europe, wherever he came, like I guessed, and people, like one of the guys says, wow, we missed you. Like he's a part of the group. We missed you. He responded, I felt it. And everybody was laughing. Why were we laughing? He didn't miss him. He didn't felt it. And everybody knows about it. It's a part of the new normal lifestyle. Not honest. It's not honesty. It's something missing out. Which until it's in the, like between friends, it's okay. But when this is hitting home, the conversations and the connection between a husband and wife is not natural. It's, how you call it? It's not like organic. And the problem is that beside the husband to wife, all type of connections and conversations are not so natural. But the only place where it's really plays off, like it really make a big difference if it's natural or not natural. It's husband to wife, because husband to wife, it still has to be a natural connection, a real connection. When you say for your wife, I love you, you can't say I love you when you don't love her, just because this is the way the street is talking. It's got to be from a deep place. Because if it's not, she's gonna feel right away just an expression.
Correct. En ze met hem again nog eenmaal. So the week van was the mensch. Couldn't call marriage is a skill. Okay. So de sterkste type of relationship we ze do is am a spielen am a kabel. So marriage is nicht für jedem gemacht. Correct. So the point is, as the idea van marriage en met zwing, dit is ook dat probleem. Niet jeder darf zijn gast. Du mensen zijn niet voor zij gemacht. Ja, dus met af arbeiten over the marriage. It's a very, very powerful relationship going on in a marriage. So the idea van I love you, okay, or the God lieb, or the whatever, any connection between a man and a vab is me zoekt es, de problem is, me zoekt es because ich will hopen dem gefühl, als wenn ich zoek es für dir, fühlt es more die geht. So, warte, es hat about, ich zoek es, geht so dem certain feeling, als ich wieder etwas gesucht. Warte, all about sich. De echte Sache is, es hat nicht mit dich, es ist, die hast ihr lieb. Versteht? Oder sie hat dich lieb. So, es ist, das ist die Arbeit von einem Mensch. Ein Mensch will eigentlich nur sich. Okay? So, will nur eigentlich dem gefühl. Wegen dem connectet sich mit der zweite Sache. Because it's all about, wie kann bringen ein certain Gefühl, wenn geht etwas stehen. Ja, geht etwas stehen jetzt, gerade soll etwas geschehen jetzt. Verstehst? Sucht das nicht, because will sich connecten zu der echten Sache. Because ich habe dich echt lieb, just who you are. In der real Welt, weißt du, in der real Welt, wenn in so Welt, wir werden umgekickt, de Kinder, ja, von einer Tate zu ein Kind, oder von einer Mann zu ein Wab, oder ein Wab zu ein Mann, auf einem Weg, wie, das ist meins, das hat man mir gegeben, ich reiß nicht tauschen, und ich connect mich mit dem Product, as we speak, weil gewinnt sag weinige Problems. Because die ganze Sache, was in so Problems, ich meine, von den main Sachen, ist because, ich will dich tauschen, ich will das an etwas anders. Ich habe dich nur lieb, laut mein Weg von Life. Automatically bin ich nicht connected zu dem meine Frau, because sie ist noch nicht so. So ich halt mich in ein sagen, I love you, to someone else, was sitzt nicht in front von dir, because sie darf noch sein ganz anders, oder laut dein Cup, laut der Manns Cup. So that's why you're never connected to the Frau, was sitzt du in front von dir. Weil ich habe nicht lieb. Well, but this is jetzt. So you have to work with the Frau, koidem. Koidem das doch connecten, ja? So this is a skill. Man darf aufgeben für sich, sein connected zu etwas anderes, ja, aber das sein connected zu echter Sache, right? So, ihr sagt die ganze Zeit, wo sie geht mit der Cheating, wenn going to the shoulders, ja, in food. So, sagt die ganze Zeit, ist, sagt, was geht vor. Ich halt, als geht vor, because the Weg, wie sie mit uns ausgelehnt zu leben. But this is an extra Schmiss.
Say an expression like I love you when you don't mean it.
And thank you for
make
the
things
like.
that should be so valuable, unvaluable. So whether you mean it or you don't mean it. Now let's go back 100 years ago. Okay? Didn't exist such type of conversations. People were more grounded for themselves. People wasn't in the shoes of being happy for other people, like trying to represent or trying to.
So marriage is not for everyone, but everyone thinks it's for them. No, listen, it's not made for everyone because it's a very powerful Weg von relationship. Trachst daran, es ist am zweiten Paar, wie zwei Menschen connecten sich. Emotionally, energetically, physically. Ja, es ist eine schickene Power. Okay? So, man darf arbeiten auf dem. Es ist nicht, hey, ich habe gesagt, die hat gesagt. No, it's a lot of work. Ich hab's nicht, a Mann und a Wab, a Frau, a Male und a Female, so wie er sagt. Was am Gassen, es sei roi. Okay, so sei nicht connected. Es sei a Mensch, und man darf sich von einem connecten. Ich darf auch gerne von sich zu können connecten zu dir. Because ich habe noch meine Geheules von, ich darf können machen, die Marriages an so geht. Im Husen Rap hat mir gesagt, dass wenn sich mir, und ich darf sehen, arbeiten, da. So I don't have anything to connect, because if I'm controlling how the marriage should be, kann ich mich nicht connecten zu der Frau. Because ich darf es machen. Als ich darf es machen, verliere ich die choice. Okay? Ich kann nicht sagen, ich choose und ich mache. It doesn't work together. It's either you choose and you let everything, you have free will, so you choose whatever is there, including your wife, whatever. And then, ja, kannst du mitarbeiten mit dir. Aber ob ich darf machen mein Marriage, ich darf sicher machen, also darf sein, laut meinem Weg, wieso ich halte soll sein, dann muss ich dich nicht mit gar nicht. Dann so bleibt man, man kommt daheim, man geht da raus, man backt da ran, man backt da raus. Immer hat ein paar Dollar, immer geht da weg, immer geht da raus, immer geht da her, immer geht da Evergreen, immer kommt da raus von Evergreen, immer vor Vacation, immer geht daheim Vacation. But sie nicht connected. Sie nicht connected. Noch einmal. Sie nicht connected.
Play or trying to. They were more serious about the life.
How do I know if it's for you? So, kick. That's why I said do a divorce, right? That's why they told again. Sie geben the ideas von a divorce and when whatever. So the point is, nicht einfach jedem. Was auch mal ein Mensch meint, also kann reingehen in dem, ja, aber es ist a skill. Gezoek dich, marriage is a skill. If you work in it, it's a very, very powerful way of relationship.
It's about the life.
Ich zoek dich, ik ben zij kliek. Ik ben zij kliek. Ik kan het
more serious, more real, more the
but
truth.
niet wegen cheating. Cheating kan het niet.
And when it comes to a real connection.
My favorite part of the episode is coming up. But first, I think
Ralla kana nu to Lurella, my guide vinen in Jerusalem, and Alchet 12 stones. So Meshiga. Okay, let's go.
many of us to Israel, but at the same time, we've gotten
So, das ist auch ich heule, siehst. Ich darf machen ein Haus, darf gelungen, man kann einfach zu Ruhe, weil das Ruhe der heilige Land, so man nimmt schon daran die alle Heiligkeit in der eigenen Leben, so darf es können machen, man kommt schon und man fühlt es nicht, darf machen noch etwas. It's all about the connection to what there is. You're just creating your life, you're creating your experiences, so you're losing the choice, you're losing your Bechira, okay? Ich hab's gesagt, mich schiege scheine Haus. Get out of here.
We're used to a lot of space. We're used to suburban life or the city that Israel too. That's what makes 12 Stones so fascinating. Located just minutes from Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, in the beautiful Jerusalem hills, 12 Stones is one of the most unique.
It doesn't talk to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't.
Developments in Israel right now. Unlike most new projects that are
Wolken, ja, kijk maar, listen what's going on. There's the Wolken dort. There's the Wolken dort. A missile is coming through the... I don't want that. There's the Wolken. A missile. A missile. Chulila. This is lifetime working. You need to work till you die. Always can get better. Ja, kijk hier. It's not about, man darf arbeiten unzukommen, weil damals darf weiter creëren unzukommen zu der Platz, wo die was creëren. Nein. Die connects jetzt, se wird deeper and deeper. The relationship gets more deeper. Verstehst? Because you're connecting. Ich hab's nicht. A tate zu a kind, ja, und die Kinder fühlen es so gut. You have to, the idea of chinuch, darf sein, you work with him or her, right? You work with him. Because it is anders, it is different, and it is ahines, tracht, will etwas anders. So die arbeits mit hem. Nicht, at die verlangs von hem a specific mi Weg, so you're not even connecting to him. Is so different. Wenn dat is als een connecten zu de kind, wer is, in a so bauen the relationship, ja, wel, het is geworden een sterke relationship, de kind wil geworden net connected zu dich. Because a relationship arbeitet mit beide Seiten, es ist nicht ein Saat. Creating arbeitet mit ein Saat, that's why you're losing the Begire part. Begire meint, I'm choosing what's there already. Nicht I'm creating to fill up a gap, right? When you're moving to Southern Texas, you're also creating... Zara get the question. Nein, wie sucht It's a great question. Zahershi, it's a great question. So it depends. Ob die moves kann, Texas, weil die will sein, ob es ein gewisser Mensch, die weiß, dass die goes, und die willst du sein dort, und ich bringe ein Gefühl, you want to create your life by moving there. But sometimes, a Mensch geht a Sach, ja? So, the Sach exists, it's a echte Sach, and he wants to enter that, he wants to connect to that. So that's not creating, I'm choosing what I think is good for me. Aber dann, wenn ich gehe matchen, die Gefühl, meaning ich darf etwas machen, du, aber ich move in Texas, geht es da Gefühl, also wie die Host, du.
Primarily apartment buildings, 12 Stones is made up entirely of fully detached private homes and homes designed by Rachel community. Around 35 Angelo families have already purchased homes in a real, less cars, more...
Sei lange Ad. Wie viel F-Spans ist der Schimmons Voice auch?
Kids environment. And there's also, which means you can save...
Die Geulis is mamish to the roof. The lamp in the mamish shiga.
Hundreds of thousands of shekels. Really so much. Private homes, real community, luxury living.
By the way, it's talking for them. Ich feel all this stuck. Yeah, it's the same thing. Jerusalem, same thing.
All just outside Yerushalayim. You'll be next to the world's greatest city.
I don't want your slime. I don't want that. You know what I want? I want my sandwich.
And have a suburban like IL / living l'chaim, whatever it is. Average age of the marriage of the people coming to you. Is it people who are in Shana Shona, like their first year of marriage? Is it more people at the 10-year mark, or people at the 20-year mark and above? Who are the people at least searching to improve the challenges that they have?
Weil jeder moet PZ deals. Het er ook dat kap. Trinken Wasser. Jeder muss like ein Kap Wasser, ja, aber der Rabunem sitzt nicht, kein trinkt sich auf. Ich halt, wo es nicht, wo sind sie like, sie machen etwas aus in Schein, nein, mit Wasser, sie trinken, nein. Ich halt, der Rabunem, die mehrdige sind der Rabunem, sind das Strick, sollen machen, setzt sich herop, und man darf auskochen, Indien in Eireven, so man unheim trinken von der Table. All right?
Good question. I will put it this way. I have all ages and
Ich weiß nicht, it's Litfish, I think.
stages, but here's the difference. The people that are 20 years in marriage and up are only going to come when it's really, really emergency. Because if we are 20 years married and we push it till here, we're good. If we have problems, that's what marriage is all about. So they're only going to come when it's mamish 911. Or 911 meaning 911. But 4 or 5 years after the marriage, we should have a lot. Most of the time, they want...
Hershey device gaat hand in hand.
They're really open-minded already. We call it open-minded. So somehow, they know there is something called love. They know there's something called
Also wie liep
having
om
a
de
good
teure,
life.
liep om de teure, liep om a gitaar. Okay. Thank you for the like.
And being educated. They feel that they didn't get too much before the wedding. The Madrigen, they're
Yeah,
doing a good job.
someone told me, but het is in English. Someone told me about they left haar op ze 3,5 show. And what do we do? We gaan met in steen. Ze 3,5 show. In gaan met zo'n 3,5 show te maken live because we do. Should we do like skip like we gaan met in? Okay, go ahead.
They are controlled and they are kind of limited how much they can explain and say, and they feel they're missing out something. So the conversation starts different. The conversation starts like, we're here to learn. We're here to... Doesn't have to be that something really is going on. Feel a little bit off, but not crazy. This is where the difference is.
And what about the first year of marriage? Do you have many people coming?
First year of marriage, let me tell you, most of the couple first year of marriage will go back to the Goesner hebben, or to the...
Oh my God, so some people are coming to you for voice, but really they are just ashamed to go to a therapist, so they come to you. Be my guest. And that's why they're getting helped.
The teacher, they will not come to me.
Right.
First of all, they're still in the early stage. Like, gotta be comfortable to come to someone. You know how many people they came? Like most of the people that are coming to me, I will ask them, "How do you get to me?" Most of the time, the answer is status, my status, or somebody that watched your status refer. Like yesterday, I had something like that. So I will ask them, "How long are you watching my status?"
Yeah, met al die
9 months. So it took you 9 months to watch my status to come to see me.
That's
Yes,
right.
why? Because we got to develop trust.
And he managed to
I will
speak
go right
English
away.
with such a low vocabulary, but he manages. Ja. Ich bin auch so. Like, ich kann auch kein Englisch, also geht. So, ich meine, also ich weiß, ich bin nicht kein Expert. So, macht es geht. Ich kann auch kein Englisch. Like, ich kann Englisch. Ja, weiß ich meine, but, you know.
Imagine, if it takes you 9 months to develop trust, imagine between a husband and a wife, trust is number one. So how much you have to work to trust each other and to feel trusted. It took you 9 months.
I'm curious, once you started this work, and I think anytime anyone's involved in anything, their mind's on it, they're thinking about it, and it might be inappropriate, so tell me if it is, and we won't go there, but how do you feel like you're helping so many people with their marriages? How do you feel that it's improved your marriage because this is what you're so busy with?
That's a great question. I love the question, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
I love the question. And I'm going to be very open with you. First of all, I'm married to 35
I'm
years.
the voice teacher. Oh, wow.
Were you happy married, Baruch Hashem?
Oh, wow. Die kent them as kennis zo lang als status as happily married. That's what it is.
Sometimes even someone will ask me if I have like any license or credentials. I would say M35, which is married 35 years. And I tell them to get them M35 is easy. It's sometimes harder than an MD.
That's it. You got it, man. You got it, man. You got it, man. Man.
Not easy to have an M35. But Baruch Hashem, I do have an M35. And yes, the answer is, and my wife will testify on this.
Oh.
I changed a lot. Why? Because first of all, you have to put your, how do you say, put your
money where your mouth is?
Yes, you have to do that. What you tell everybody. But the more, I'm finding out daily more things about marriages. Like how the difference between male and female, to understand the genders, understand that we don't understand everything, and you shouldn't understand everything. You can't understand exactly the opposite gender because you're not. You can listen, you can try, you're not getting there.
Shimon, about you, I know that you're a voice teacher. I am a voice teacher.
And I know how important it is for a wife to feel validated, wanted. Yeah. And I have my office in my basement. And my wife is not, she's a mother from children, she's upstairs doing her job. I will run up, like even though it could be couple after couple, with a 15-minute gap. And I can use the 15 minutes just to get me in shape. But I will use from this 15 minutes, 5 minutes to go up and ask my wife how she's doing. And not only how she's doing, more than how she's doing. I will look for a detail. that she will go, oh, you still remember? I give you an idea that she lost something 2 days ago, or she was about to go shopping 2 days ago and find a certain dress and she wasn't successful.
Yeah.
And I will ask her
by the
in
way,
5 minutes.
I'm telling you, the alle Sachen is just M35. I'm serious. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of working. It's a lot of understanding. It's so much. Sie können aufkommen und sagen something for the Vab, oder the Vab aufkommen for the man, and it's echt viel connected. So when die tist is yet and you don't feel it, it's not because it is wrong, it's because die bist roi, sie is roi, you know, nicht jeder will aufgeben für sich so schnell, alles, nicht jeder will sich connecten so stark, and that's the work. Bis man sagt, ja, lass op, connect, it's okay, it is M35. M35. No, honestly, Greenfield. That's exactly why I want to hit. I don't know if I don't like. I don't know. Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Because I really don't follow her. Because whatever. Nachher. So, whatever. Weiß ich sehe nicht, als ich kann rausnehmen, ja. Ich gehe als ein Mensch, right? Ich kann nicht keine Ahnung. Ich bin nicht kein Expert in Marriage. He is. So, ich gehe ihm aus. Wie viel macht Sinn von mir? Und dann gehe ich weiter. Verstehst?
So don't you think that the dress that you looked at 2 days ago,
M3, look, M35 is marriage 35 years, nein?
that maybe today you can find in this store? Amazing. You still remember about the dress 2 days ago? And you find yourself 5 minutes now? Wow, wonderful. Thank you. And I'm going down. And that's it. As they say, you know, in the non-Jewish, it's a common thing.
Oh, yeah,
they
I
call it the love
package.
bank. The love bank works, you have to put deposits and then you make withdrawals. In a marriage, you have to put a lot of deposits of love, and then when the love is good, you know, this is what I call it. Usually, I'm going to show for my clients that if the connection is like this,
no marriage counseling, no this, no that. Bekitzer, sie getroffen als ein guter Weg, die kann scoren, hab's a gewisse. Stop. It's okay. It's totally okay.
Okay, life is going up and down, but if this is strong, it stays. But if this is like loose and life is giving you a test, life is giving up and down, then the whole connection is there. But let's jump back where we was, right? We were talking about the love bank. So the love bank, you have to do deposits, but then you can take out withdrawals, but only one difference. But in a bank...
Exactly, as je verstaat. Es ist wichtig, kennen das ist wichtig, but I was the vrouw or the man is nicht into it, is auch it, because they're coming from a certain background that they're not open about it. So, bist die dem auszulehnen, bist die du auszulehnen. So wie gesagt, you have to deposit, you have to do a lot of, and then is it dann a withdrawal. Wer ist denn a gitte de Englisch? Wer kennt denn gitte Englisch? Nein, sucht dort, eine M35 ist schwerer zu bekommen wie ein MD. Habe ich gesagt?
You can put in $1,000 in one shot and then take out 10 times 100. Versus a marriage, if you take your wife to a vacation, you give her something huge, let's call it $1,000. Doesn't mean because you give the $1,000, now you have $1,000 credit and you can take out every day $100. Rather, if the deposit goes 100, small gestures, they call it like small thing, that like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, a phone call, just to show that she or he are the most important thing in your life. You're going out from your comfort zone. You're thinking about them, even when they don't expect that you think about them. This is when it's happening. The only thing is, it's regarding your question, sometimes when I'm talking to my wife and I'm like listening to her, because listening is very important, and I'm analyzing her, she asks me the question, am I the wife or the client? Are you
Ganz gut.
You want to analyze me as a female?
Like, was ist denn mit mir? Die hörst mich jetzt so, die muss mich jetzt analysen. Aber das ist auch ein Connection. At least weiß ich, wer ist. Also er analyzed people. Rav aber hab ich keine, wer der Mann ist. Weiß eins sagen, geht da raus im Arf. Okay, aber es ist auch sehr wichtig, die 5 love languages. Auch sehr, sehr wichtig. Ich kann es schon wegmachen.
Or you want to analyze like you just listening as a wife? I says both, by the way, because you are the only female that I can really talk to on the kosher way and have a deep conversation. But because after all, you're a female, whatever you are. So here I can really get you and just get educated about who like I can go up to my wife sometimes without names, everything is confidential, but I can tell her stories and I can ask her from a female perspective, what do you think about it?
Right.
Because as much as I know about marriage,
Is he the
She's a female after all.
Right. You have the guy's perspective, and she's going to have the woman's
Yes, and I'm going to
perspective.
listen to her, and I'm going to validate what she's told me, and then I'm going to figure out what to do. I'm not going to
Right. My personal favorite part of the episode is coming up, and you made it this far, and I have something.
We're going to rent a car. Now we're going to lease. No, I'm good. Fleischmann geht von mir. Was sagt er? Wheels to lease. We're going to lease, okay? Just need a name. Because we never worked. We were always in yeshivas, so we need a name.
Say at the end, but before that, before we jump back in, I want to say something about leasing that I've seen over and over. Most people I know you with, some guy who actually signed up for it. What he tells you is great and in the leasing space. 8715. Most companies run on systems that are stacked. If one part is clunky, the whole operation, they see where logistics organization and a team. Think this episode. I'm curious,
What's his status number? At least he's making money. Yeah, jeder macht sich sein Geld. By the way, in Kabbalah, we know that masculine energy is to give and feminine energy is to receive. Mashpia makabel. And if the masculine energy is requesting, then it's never going to be satisfied. So zicher, a mashpia and a makabel is someone is giving and someone is receiving. But the makabel is the Frau hat mehr power. Because, ob sie nimmt nicht, kannst du gehen von Abend 7 morgen, sie nimmt es schon. Verstehst? So, sie hat sag mehr power, wie das kann man spielen sein. Wegen dem, wenn eine Frau surrendert, ja, surrender meint nicht, als man harget hier op. Surrender bin verkehrt, sie surrendert sie ja, also soll bekommen mehr. Verstehst? Damals kann sie eine echte Receiver, das wo sie will bekommen. Only by giving the masculine energy is going to be satisfied. Ja, dat is het. Nein, nicht in Bloomingberg.
you know, what happens when, you know, we spoke about when someone's starting to cheat or do something bad. Like, are there times where people, the marriage is not going to work out, or they're too selfish? I don't know how to say it.
What's the blame is on selfish?
Where is this related to cheating? What is the question?
No, meaning like, let's say someone actually cheats or
Yes.
multiple times.
Yes.
What happens there? Is there a repair for that kind of marriage, or sometimes it's like it's just not meant to be? Like one of them, you know.
Okay. Number one is all these type of questions. There's no one size fit all answer. Doesn't
Right.
exist. You have to know more about the marriage, about the family, about the reasons why this is happening. Right.
Right.
Let me give you an example. I just had on the way coming here, actually, just a few minutes ago. Okay. I'm not going to give you the exact details, just to stay confidential. But the husband is suspecting that the wife is talking to someone else about their marriage. Let's say a rabbi, a counselor, without his permission. He called this cheating because you go behind my back. And again, cheating is not only
The actual, right.
the actual cheating. Cheating is something that we should discuss, and you didn't discuss it with me, especially about our marriage. It's about our marriage.
No, I don't think so.
I told him after a long conversation, and I know who he is, okay? I told him, you're right. It feels this way. And
But it's
in the
not.
dictionary, it might call cheating. But let me explain you something. You are a controller, and he is. You are the person that
Say it again.
your wife is not only uncomfortable talking to you, she's afraid talking to you about
That's
certain
it.
topics. Now, the only way out she felt in this situation is talking to whatever she
Someone
told. Now,
else.
if
We
she's
got to
right,
help him.
no, she's not.
No, she is right. It doesn't matter wo sie tit. What matters is wo die willst. Die das dich connecten zu ihr. Und tamar sie ist also, weil die Tate ist also gewesen, und sie ist nicht right, und sie nicht... When it comes to marriage, there is no right and wrong. When it comes to marriage. What's working, this was Arbeit für ihm, this was Arbeit für ihr. Beide sollen Team, wo sie will. Okay? Ich connect mich mit ihr. Aber sie ist so, und sie geht in das, und als sie ist aufgewachsen so, ich darf jetzt blamen. Stop mit der blame, stop mit der... Connect dich zu ihr, wer sie ist. Hast du etwas in Schlieb, so wo du willst. No problem. But als sie hat getan, also, sie gegangen, wo ist chillig, lass mal sagen, sie geht reden zu einem, wo ist chillig, sie kann reden zu wem sie will. I'm just telling you what I want and what I like. Jetzt kannst du dich überdrehen, dreimal.
But if you want to change your perspective, look at it as...
Ich bin nicht professional. Ich bin ein professional in lives. You got to gesagt cheating is by gun of the shoulder. That's what I told you. Do you do therapy session with your voice clients while they're coming for appointments? Yes, because voice arbeit mit the mind a lot. It's not cheating. How about he's cheating because he made a phone call to him? Isn't that the same thing? Jeder, du kannst ihm welche phone calls du willst. Jeder darf wissen, was will und was lohnt ihm und fertig. Die alle meine Sachen, als du getan so, ist Control. Lass ihm tun, fertig. Die sind als gibt Marriage, sie schon kommen zu dir fragen, wem sie soll kommen. Alright? Other than that,
It actually saved your marriage. Because if not this person, she can't talk to you about it. She can't talk to the other person about it. Sooner or later, she will bust it and she will. Okay? Now let's go back to your question. Sometimes cheating is an addiction. Then you have to get really help. Not too much help out here about addiction, because addiction means constant help.
Bullshit. We are all addicts. Ik might have shit a gross an advanced addict, but we are all addicts. And we're all addicts. A Mensch is a Mensch. A Mensch is a human being. A Mensch is nicht ein ausgearbeiteter Mensch. Ja, wenn ein Mensch arbeitet sich aus, und der Reibisch nein, ich habe der Wasen, die misst sich kommen zu mir. Die misst sich zurückdrehen zu mir. Fall erop, kommt zurück, choose mich noch einmal. Okay? Und ich wollte gerne nehmen, mal Luchem soll ihm dienen. Will der Mensch soll da begieren. Das ist begieren, it's all about. Ja? So, we are all addicts to a certain side. But ken zijn gerät von a more, like I mentioned, advanced in them.
It's very scary, but to say after a while, okay, I'm done.
I don't know. Geef hem aus. I don't know. Looks good.
That's like doesn't exist, and it doesn't. It's a fight. Mm-hmm. However, sometimes, if you know why you're cheating, and most of the time the cheating comes from a place where you feel void. You feel like you are down. You feel like you are nobody. And now you want to go watch something because these few minutes, I'm not going to go in details, but it's self-understood. These 2 minutes, whatever is going to happen, is going to give you a good feeling. It's going to take you out of your voidness. But a minute later, after it's happening, you're back. But for this 5, 6, 10, whatever it is, it takes you out of feeling empty, unwanted, unsuccessful. It gives you a certain feeling.
Yes.
Now, what you can do is, as you reach to this void situation and feeling, don't let it go deeper and deeper and being feel more voided. Stop it right there. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that makes you feel good about yourself. Don't let the void place take you to the next step. Because once it's in the next step, it's over.
Right? And that's the work, right? Connect to something more. Connect to something real. And a mensch feels joy, real joy, when it's connected to something. So the connection between dan choice into something, deze get echt joy for a mensch, because it's life that carries you, instead of just I need to create something to fill up that gap, that voidness, right? That void. Oh, thank you, and I love you.
So a lot of people that I am with, like, I'm not a licensed therapist, and I'm not like
you don't need to
licensed on addiction.
I don't know addiction. You don't need to be licensed, and I don't know what therapist means. Someone wants to improve life, whatever, and jeder kan er helpen. Yeah, therapist license, I don't know what it means. De alle licensegebbers en de greatste shit. Laat me niet langer jetzt laten. But the point is niet dit. The point is, it's not about therapists. It's about die keserentie aan mensch. Kan dich helpen. He feels connected to him. He gives you stuff to work with, and that's it. Weer dan perfect. A mensch is toch nur een mensch, ja? Mensch is perfect.
And if someone is addicted, I want to send them to help for addiction. But when I feel that I can work with them, and I will actually put him on a heimische program. I have a program like for 40 days, 120 days, that he has to be, every day, he has to be connected to me for 2 minutes. That's it.
He's not licensed, and he shouldn't be licensed. Was dat voor zijn license? Pinkler was. Sommige welke reason dat voor zijn license. Sie satisfying items gefühl, was sucht an nur a license arrege. So tamer gaat der LSDW PP44QA, demels geht, weil der Mensch, der Gott ugemacht, als de week, de mahalige Leben, wo es ist Bologna von hinten bis oben in der Saaten, alle Saaten nach ihm. Aber damals hab ich die Kartel. So, ich kann legen die Kartel in der Back von der Office, du in der Back von der Benkel. What are you talking about? Man darf license for different Sachen, ja, aber einer darf a Doctor, a Sach. But when it comes to Nefish, and you can study with the Nefish Arbeit, there is no such a thing. It's all about a Mensch wissen, aufgeben von sich, arbeiten auf something, wissen, is the Yechoiles, is Chavres, yeah, we have a lot of stuff to learn, but it's not about license, I don't know. I am, so that when the physical, ich weiß nicht, etwas the heat, net mich über, in Nächten bin ich heimgekommen, and I was out. Haan bin ich schon ein bisschen besser, but früher bin ich immer weak, but ich habe recht, I love my people, I gotta go up, I gotta go on live, say I love you, and Mr. Friedman, you shouldn't say I love you only when you mean it. Okay. Angela, you mean MT85 licenses. Hello, Yossi. Gib a like, bist du? Gib a like. Subscribe. And send du the notification bell. Jede Mal ich gehe live, als du wissen, wenn ich gehe live. So, we are right on.
That gives him the idea that is, even the idea that he had a struggle and was able to overcome it and reported to me. Rabbi Friedman, today I had a struggle. It was crazy. It was terrible. I was about to have other news. But Baruch Hashem, I have positive news. I made it. And I'm going to go like, or with an emoji, or with just nice words, whatever it takes me a minute. And he feels, okay, I reported. And I got my credibility. I got my compliment. And I'm not in the fight by myself. This is one of the biggest problems. If you are sitting in an office in front of a computer and you just got a phone call from somebody that you're not getting the order. Okay? You were about to make a huge amount of money, you're not getting it. You feel like a nobody, you feel unwanted, avoid it. The next thing is you have a computer in front of you, it's a click away. Okay? But if you know that the reason why I'm going to do this is because I want to get out of my voidness. I want to get out of it. And this is a substitute. But there's many other ways. Let's try the other ways around. It's going to help me. And you know what? I'm going to be able to report to Rabbi Friedman that this is what I had, this is what I did. And I'm going to get a compliment. And we're going to go next day. Day by day. So there's two things. Each day is a day. If you overcome today, you were good today. Don't look for yesterday. Because most of the people is like, 30 days, 40 days, 1 year. It's too much for them. 1 day, one day at a time. And the second thing is, don't be in this by yourself. Don't be in the battle because you can't. You have to be able to report. You have to be able, even when you have a downfall. I have people like, okay, today wasn't good. Okay, no problem. No problem. Now, let's go next. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's works for 3 years.
I'll put in my 2 cents. Kijk on. Ze zeggen dat me darf hoben a Mensch de helfen. A Mensch kann nicht allein. Aber the reason why you felt this void or whatever is because you're not connected to something. You're not connected to life. You don't feel life. You feel dead, flat. You feel nothing, right? So, die das wissen, was man connected with, they may do help. But zoeken voor het zweite man een virus en man zeggen staan, no, this is actually, I don't think it's a good thing. You know why? Because the idea van, ik darf dich zoeken, wo sich gefühlt, ich darf dich zoeken, is dezelfde zaak. Ich darf etwas machen, sie unfilm an voidness. Ich darf etwas tun jetzt, so rei des tun. So now I'm gonna run away from feeling void. So, dezelfde zaak. Als ik ga hem zoeken, als ik feel, als ik deze getien, Jens getien, and I overcome something. You don't overcome anything, okay? It's by choosing what's good. Now, sometimes you feel void. That's why there's ways of being connected to something more, so it feels ungefüllt, it feels wie life carries you, right? So, whatever. Kids, ik weet niet wat deze zaak is, mijn kind, me gaat gewoon zoeken de virus van einem. I don't know. I'm not a fan. A nice piece of jewelry, and it doesn't always work. That's it. Brooklyn.
They have good reality, then it comes back. It's all kind of people.
So interesting. I want to end off with this question because, obviously someone who's clicked on this and watched it is, seeing that the challenge is going on. But from your perspective, where's the hope? Where's the ability to say like, okay, there are challenges, but there are also ability for things to work out?
Okay. First of all, if you are spiritual,
De
if you
eerste
believe
Sache ist, weil Geist samen was hedere. De eerste Sache.
in Hashem, you got to believe in what the Chazal teaching us, that nobody is being tested for someone that he can't be only been a he can't like stand. It doesn't happen. The Gemara says many times, the bigger you are, the more nisyonis, the more tests you are getting. So if
Wie zoekt dus de gemoede, by the way? Ik ben eigenlijk wie de gemoede zoekt dus, but okay.
you got this nisoyan, if you got this test, it's
What do I think about Eli Weber? Sicher a gitte Mensch.
designed for you. It's handmade. It's crafted. It's special made for you. Okay, that's number one. Okay. Then I have so many good stories of people and of notes that are getting that they were thinking that it's over. They're never gonna get whatever. And a lot of times, is the spouse is together. It's an open talk. Sometimes something is not always a good open talk. You gotta know who the wife is. Not everybody can deal with that. You gotta be a little made for that. Okay. But sometimes they are, or sometimes I'm the one doing it together with him. But whatever it is, there's a lot of success stories. There's a lot of good things.
You saw the video today. He posted about the excitement he had with Knicks win. I don't know the ball. Deze ken ik niet, dus whatever. Shut up. No.
It's happening. And definitely,
Nee, Shalom van Iran. Shalom van Iran. Daar wichtig.
talking about it and then we bring it on the table. This is where your credit is. If people are going to listen to this, and if you help only one person
Schöner geht das.
starting a new life, it's your credit. And my guess is you're going to help more than one. You're going to have a lot of people connect to this. A lot of people that feel that they're ashamed to go for help, but they listen to somebody that's not what's going on behind the scenes, doing it almost on daily
I
basis.
think you should review that it's just a few seconds. What?
Getting this phone call always, and there is good, happy end stories.
Aber da ga je jetzt fragen, wie die Gemüse versteht. Ja, die Gemüse, ich will fragen die Gemüse specifically. Als der Eibischter geht, ich kann es so, nur Tome, die kennst es beistehen. Diese Werte, die alle übrige Sachen, das weiß ich, was die Gemüse sagt. Ja, Mensch sagt, ein Mensch darf dienen jeden Tag. Aber was meint, Sobervoice, wer hat der Eibischter alles, Chalamasse? Nein, nein, ins werden wir gefeiert. Ins werden wir literally gefeiert, wo der Eibischter der Action sucht. Der Eibischter alles. We are just entering, we are turning into actions. So the actions is happening. The panus is always coming. The flow is always here. The Mensch hat nur the power of choosing because something is here. So this mind, verstehst du? Sag mal, Mensch sagt, oh wow. Thank you, Hershey. I appreciate it.
It's really like story.
I don't understand what his mahalig is, but okay. Kijk gewoon, ich weiß nicht, like, gesucht what's going on, but what I think it's missing is why this is happening.
That's, Baruch Hashem, working out very good.
Really beautiful. For those who want to contact you, I know there's a few things, but let's say they want to improve their marriage. Where's the best website and email and phone to reach out to? And of course, we'll put it in the show notes as well.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The best thing is, first of all, before you call me, if it's possible, get to know me. How? Go to my website, simchasobervoice.com. There on the top, there's a tab called Change Your Life in 5 minutes. Just hit on the tab. There's like 50 free 5-minute conversations. It comes from the status. A lot of them have English subtitles. So if English is the problem, you have subtitles. There is also courses to buy there, Yiddish courses. I'm just...
Das mir das Kimman in Sogen, come on, you didn't even know that the Knicks won. You're really not a New Yorker. You can move to Texas. Guess what? So, ich weiß nicht, wo es steht. Ich weiß nicht, geht in Koidisch, verstehst? Ich weiß nicht, geht dort. Ich bin versteht, dass wir sagen in Jiddisch. Und ich will es pinklich, verstehst?
Coming up next week with the English course, by the way. A lot of guest speakers. We're going to talk about intimacy. It's called Intimacy Clarity number 2. From obligation to connection. Meaning, intimacy is not only about, it's a mitzvah, but it's not only a mitzvah. It's a part of the connection. Make it not only as an obligation, you have to, you want to do it. Okay, that's a...
Yeah, that's an Amos. To all the sports fans, not everyone needs to be into sports. Eigentlich, die das mir, again, die bringt mir sticklich, aber das mir sagen, wo sie meint, verstehst? Ich bin sehr nicht gut in dem. Kannst mich fragen, wegen Rap, kannst mich fragen, die alle Sachen kannst du machen, verstehst?
whole conversation. And then the phone number is right there, but let me give it to you, by the way. I have an office, my secretary, everything is
718.
confidential, anonymous. It's 718-812-7019. Again, 718-812-7019. And by the way, whoever wants to listen to my Daf Yomi, just mention it.
I think
Wenn ein Mensch bekommt eine so eine Schwierigkeit, ist es immer noch schwer, er hat ja die Koich seine Nefisch überzukommen. Weil der Beschäftigte nicht kann, nein, es ist nur eine Sache, ein Mensch hat nicht kein Koich. Der Koich ist nicht für den Mensch, das ist nur eine Sache, ein Mensch hat nicht kein Koich. Ein Mensch, es ist nur ein Koich, wenn ein Mensch kommt und macht eine Relationship mit seinem Weib, ist nicht, weil er hat ein Koich, he's entering the idea, was the idea hat, a power, it's powerful. But a mensch hat nicht kein Power. Power meint that you can create, but we cannot create. So this was touched über AI. Es ist nicht was ich, whatever. I think you should review the video of what Ellie Weber posted today. His excitement about the Knicks win. It just takes 10 seconds.
Is it wrong to say I think you give the biggest Yiddish Daf Yomi?
You tell there's a you mentioned me, you remember?
I do remember.
There's an old clip from you.
Yeah.
I was number 11.
No, it wasn't rated in order. I just don't speak Yiddish, so it's just hard to follow Yiddish.
Yeah. This is yes, I remember that. So I have around 10,000 listeners. I'm not sure how much this is. Whatever. It's a.
My father-in-law listens. He knows Yiddish.
So 100 years ago, there would be a whole like a whole city, like not a shtetl. So it's on video. It's on alldav.org.
Sure.
It's on Torah anytime. And I have a number for these people that are not well connected with this. This is 718-400-7887. 718-400-78887. And there's almost the whole shas there. You can dial by button and choose wherever Masechta you want. We're up to Chil now.
Wow.
Wherever you want, and everything is there. B'Shem Hashem. And
thank you. And last, for your status, what's the best number to follow your status?
If you that
number that you gave is
number LinkedIn all good. All right.
812-7019. If you send a WhatsApp a hi, and then you're automatically getting connected. Or you can go to my website.
We can look at the new Tesla and say how nice it is, but it doesn't mean you need to get it. Obviously. Er says, ich sage, ich soll, das ist ein Minne in Betuch. Ein Mensch darf wissen, als Kashim leben in der Welt, ich kann eigene... Ja, das ist Emmas. Ein Mensch wird nur gefeiert.
And there's a green button there, and you're getting connected to the WhatsApp status.
Okay. Rabbi Friedman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. And again, I wish you a lot of Saturday Shmaya.
And du hast kommen noch als 73 get.
It's a lot of credit that you bring up these topics that shouldn't be under the carpet, because this is not a help. This is not a solution. And this is something that Mashiach is waiting for. And
Aber you didn't, als darauf gebringt, but you didn't say, von wo sie kommt, wo ist the urge bei Emmas, what's going on with the community, von wo ist der Mensch, eine need von des Dien. Et ein bisschen ja gementioned, but okay. Ja, AI nicht geht.
Doing something that B'Shem Hashem Nasu Natzliach, and this will help me to Hashem B'Kura B'Yomayni Umayn.
Amen. Shkach, thank you. If you made it this far in this week's episode, please go ahead.
Tzitzes.
Leave the words, wow. So we know that you watched the entire episode. And please leave your thoughts in the comments. I just want to say, I know that people sometimes steal our episodes and place them on WhatsApp or apps or websites that we never gave them permission.
Hey, but ich habe es reviewed. Ich habe a link.
Work hard for our episodes, and it's most important to us that our advertisers get the attention that they are paying for. So please.
But on your link, but on my link. Ja, Barra, ja. Wer, der Friedman. Sicher, ich wollte ihm für allein. Ich will jedem für allein.
Go and support them. They are all great, whether it's the tzedakah organizations we mentioned or the businesses that will help your business, or we also
Lisa Carr.
You can click down below on YouTube or Spotify or Apple, but if you can't click down below, know that the platform that you're watching this on likely does not have permission to play this. So please go and search for our advertisers' websites. Thank you again to this week's sponsors, Kol Chabad. Please go ahead and give them a donation.
Ze titzig, du Chabad, Lises. Yerushalayim, Shine Hazer. Starke Sache. Anyways, guys, zin doen the notification bell. Jede mal ich gehe live, YouTube hat bei the channel, do a notification bell. I put a link on my, whatever, anyways. Weiß ich, YouTube gemacht eine neue Sache, but ich sehe schon, es ist schon nicht so private. Meaning, als weiß hat mein Link, kann mich messagen jetzt auf YouTube. Which is okay. But, ja. Ja, de Tzitzes, hallo. Ich sag dir nicht. Ich halte das an einen sagen. Yerushalayim, 5 minutes from Yerushalayim. Kiili, wij zijn, mama zat een mechibber, de gegend. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, favorite, and that's it.